Today I'm going to be showing you how to create a really cool 3D logo using your own logo files and Project Neo from Adobe. This is my logo in 3D with lighting, reflections, and today I'm going to show you exactly how I made this in Adobe Project Neo, step by step, from importing a simple SVG graphic to exporting polished 3D visuals in under 10 minutes. So before we get started, I do want to remind you that in the end, I'm going to show you how to do some of these really cool mock-ups using Adobe Project Neo after you create your 3D logo. So once you've logged into Adobe and you've gotten to Project Neo, go ahead and click on the Create button. So the first thing you're going to do is import your SVG logo. So right away you're going to notice something's wrong here. So the first thing I do is I go up to lighting and I add a floor and I add a floor reflection. The first thing we're going to do is get our logo up off the floor and rotate it in the right direction. So next we're going to use the orbit tool. This is your camera, and if ever you get lost in the 3D world, you can use this to reorient yourself. So right away I noticed that the logo is halfway through the floor. So we're going to use the arrow tool, select the logo, and use the arrow up tool to move it on the y-axis. Now our logo is above the floor. So now that you have your logo all situated, it's time to change its appearance. So go ahead and select the logo, and then under appearance, you can change the color, and there's some other options here. Feel free to check them all out. I usually use inflate, which gives it a little bit of a plastic feel, and I like to round the edges a little bit with top corner. Now that you have your logo the way you want it, it's time to export. Click on the background and you'll find the artboard options, and you want to hit show frame, and you can select from any of these presets in the drop down menu. Now for downloading, for PNG you can choose a transparent background, and for MP4 video you can choose from one of these preset animations. So now we're going to go into Adobe Generate and we're going to take our 3D logo and apply it to some AI images. So first off, we're going to hit photo and then 3D shape strength to 100%, color strength to 0. It usually produces very little in the way of photography if you have this at 100%. Then we have style reference, where you can upload an image that you can use as a reference for the layout, or you can browse from a gallery of images that they've provided for you. And then finally there's style effects, and there's a whole slew of effects in here. So first thing you want to do is create a prompt. And I asked for an outdoor sign with my logo on it, and I have a style reference actually, so I'm going to upload a circular sign and I'm going to hit generate. So there's different options here, and if you find something that you like, you can always use that as a style reference. By hitting this ... you can use this as a style reference, or you can generate similar. You can also copy it to your clipboard or download an image file. Next, I'm going to make a neon sign. So you can see there's lots of options here for different ways that you can use your 3D logo. I have one more example for you. Next, we're going to create a sculpted hedge with flowers. So you can see there's just tons of options here for ways that you can use your logo using Generate. Hope you have fun.